Rush Hour on Fox Sports Net.
Hi and welcome to Curves. I'm Simon.
And I'm Sonia.
We're here in New York City for the 1998 WOW Tour Finals. We'll recap that a little later in the show. It's a very close race and will be very interesting. We're also going to go on a mission to ski the Hudson River around the Statue of Liberty. If you missed our show last week, make sure you check that out. Very cool stuff there.
We'll also be visiting with the Queen of Crash, bad girl Lori Kruger, then having a little girl talk with trick skier Jane Gay.
All that and much, much more coming up on Curves. How'd you like to ski behind one of those? First up, let's go on tour out to Twin Lakes and we'll recap the jump event. Well, on tour for the last time in 1988. First out will be Team Overton's Malibu, still in the overall lead, and Overton's looking for their first win of the summer. And also our own Sonia Sheff will be riding for the first time. But on the water, Tony Neville, the Aussie, out to set the pace for the jump event. And a good-looking jump there to third jump and a 1:45, so that's tremendous. Most of these girls were all out a little earlier in the day in the World Cup event. Next up is Team Mastercraft and the skier Lulu Botero, and this is actually the first time that we've seen Lulu attacking a 5.5-foot ramp. Under competition circumstances, that may seem a little strange, but she was ready to go for it and attacked it she did. Really going for it there, a lovely looking jump there, pulling off a 123-footer. And the powerhouse, that is Malibu, current tour leaders. And of course the jump powerhouse herself, Sherry Sloan, team captain, just focusing there. And she really had a tremendous weekend up here in New York. Started with a 131, this year is the second jump, which was a 138, really getting her stuff together. As I mentioned, all the girls had already jumped earlier that day, so they're already dialed in. And this for her third and final, really got the cut dialed in now, cranking it, really plenty of speed into the base there. Didn't quite get the left hand pulled off at 136, and didn't think much of that one, but happy with that 138 for Team Malibu. And of course Northeast, our previous winners in Parkersburg, and big smiles there, of course looking for another victory. And Emma Kears, the power Aussie, who has been very, very strong on the jump ramp all summer long. And seen here, started with a 138, this was her second attempt, 137, and she was taking to this ramp with reckless abandon, really going for it, chasing. It was still the lead, Tony Neville with a 145. Overton's with their fingers crossed, Northeast going, all stop, this is her last chance, can she knock Overton's off, snaps off a big one, it's going to be close, and comes in there at 142, so just a little shy. Well, a great performance for Tony Neville. Hangs on to that lead, and Team Overton is moving into the lead for the first time this summer, also gaining the bonus points, jumping over 145. So the tour leaders, Malibu, still have a little work to do.
And Simon, we'll be back on a mission as promised to ski the Statue of Liberty with our lovely host, North Cove Yacht Club.
Previously on Curves, we found time to head back to Manhattan, drop the X-Star in the Hudson River and try something few have ever tried before.
It was liberating! You guys are famous now.
And now for something entirely different.
It's time for the girls to catch some New York air. Welcome to New York! Wow! Dang!
recap the wakeboarding. Then on Wow Style, the women of water sports coming to a computer near you.
You're watching Curves on Fox Sports Net!
Curves on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Mastercraft, the leader and pulling farther ahead. By Malibu, breaking new ground, making new rules. And Nautics by Correctcraft since 1925. Well, time to head back out to Monroe, New York to the second of the Twin Lakes. And this one a little narrower than what we're normally used to for wakeboarding, son.
The water is going to be smooth, but it's also shallow, so that's going to cause a small wave.
Okay, well first up for Team Mastercraft, Lauren Harp. And had a great ride here.
She comes in, she does a tantrum, little low because, like I said, there's shallow lakes, so that's making the wake smaller than the girls are used to. But she cuts in for a nice frontside front roll, stuff that clean. Coming in, she does a roll to revert, and just pops the handle, but that was a really, really good run for Lauren.
Okay, well 40 points there to Lauren Harp, and that brought on the one and only Sonia Scheffler, and we're pretty excited about finally getting a shot this year, son.
Well, I figured as long as I was going to be out there, I might as well ham it up because I broke my heel in March, so I really wasn't supposed to be riding, but I just couldn't take it. I had to be on Wow on tour, so.
Okay, so not too many inverts because of the heel injury, but just couldn't resist it here and threw off that lovely little back roll there, just couldn't stand it.
Yeah, basically my doctor wants to shoot me when he sees that.
Okay, so 35 points there for Sonia, good job. And that brought on Brandy Hunt for Team Nautiques, and she does a great job here, having a good ride for Nautiques.
Yeah, Brandy will do good on this small wake because she's a trick skier, so she doesn't need as much wake as the rest of the girls, so she knows how to really, really use her board's edge. She cuts in here. Wow, that's a really nice frontside back roll.
So a good job there from Brandy Hunt. 55 points puts her in the lead. And Andrea Gate, Team Malibu was last out. Now remember, Team Malibu are the overall points leader, but Overton are ahead of the game, so Malibu looking for a big ride out of Andrea.
If any wakeboard girl out there can give you a big ride, it is Andrea. She is a 4-time world champion. She cuts in and she starts right off with a big tantrum. She's a smooth rider. She's a clean rider. That's the frontside back roll to revert. Gets the board back around forward. And now she's coming in for a nice 540. She is the first girl to ever do that 540 in competition. Incredible run from Andrea.
Okay, so huge stuff there and 70 points. So excellent performance by Malibu to bring them back up on top. Excellent performance there and bonus points as well.
Do the look and the feel.
This week the girls got to check out a little New York fashion at bikini.com, an internet website dedicated to beach lifestyle, and this week it's our Wow Style.
Because then if you tell your we're discussing
This is adorable. Why don't you try it?
Okay.
With the
top
other
secret bikini stuff.
All I have to say is, wow. Big smile. Okay, twist towards it. Okay, twist your body a little bit towards it right there. Good, good. And here we go. And 1, 2, 3.
With the boat? Do you want the boat or?
Yeah. Beautiful. And big smile. 1, 2, 3.
Here, I want to brush a little bit.
Okay. Now we just take one. Last one.
When
Meet bad girl Lori Kruger next on Curves. Welcome back to Curves on Fox Sports Net. Simon, are you okay now?
all right, I got it. twin sisters at the Twin Lakes. And Mastercraft first out as we recap the trick event. Now Mastercraft in the cellar here, currently in 4th place. So they're calling on Britt Larson to strap on the trick ski. And she did exactly that and stood up 2 perfect passes and putting together a score amounting to 5,540 points. An excellent performance for Team Mastercraft. Now Team Overton had the lead early in this event, but both Malibu and Northeast are tied for first, so they're looking for a big performance out of Jane Gay to get them back on top, and that's exactly what they got. 2 lovely passes, a very, very technically perfect trick skier, and putting together 5,840 points, so excellent work for Team Overton. Regina Jaquest for Team Northeast. Pressure builds now as she comes out chasing that good score from Team Overton. She had a fairly good effort there, a little shy on the second pass, fell a bit short and came through with 4,820. So Torn Hahn for Team Malibu now. The pressure on. She's a 7,000 plus point trick, and Malibu want these points to maintain that top position on the ladder. And what do you know? In she went. Amazing what that pressure can do. You can see there, 4,810. So falling a little short. Well, what do you know? Why don't we pull out some wild cards? Lakeland saw they'd give it a try, brought out Susie Law on the trick ski. She had a reasonable performance, but fell a little bit short of what we used to see from Susie with 3,120.
Guess I'm gonna trick. What do you think? Should I trick? Yeah. All right. Maybe I should trick.
Well, tricking is exactly what she did. Ronnie Barton, the wild card for Team Northeast. Had a pretty good run here. Failed to fit her flips in, however, and that hurt her a little bit in her score. Remember chasing Jane Gay, who had that great 5,840. Ronnie coming up a little bit short there, scoring 5,280. So an excellent performance. But Jane Gay bringing home the bacon for Team Overton, back on top with 11. Northeast very, very close behind with 10.
Since becoming a pro, Lori Kruger has had to live in the shadow of men's jumping sensation and brother Freddie Kruger. Now she'll stop at nothing, and she's this week's bad girl.
Laura, you're the queen of crash. That's where you get the bad girl image?
Yes, I seem to be getting that reputation.
You don't like landing on your feet? You just like going out the front and getting stitches? And
Yeah, in July I started landing on my head on a wakeboard and I got 40 stitches. And since then I've been falling on my head in slalom and jump.
I'm trying to picture what you're thinking. You're pulling around these buoys on the slalom course and you know you're out of control, and then what?
Well, Minneapolis, when I fell, all I was thinking was try to get that next buoy. When you have 4 girls on the sidelines cheering for you, you really don't want to let them down and you want to get as many buoys as you can. So I really hadn't thought about crashing. I was just trying to get my buoys.
Sacrifice a little body, blood, flesh, not a problem. Huh?
Definitely not for Team Malibu.
Growing up, were you basically a clumsy little crazy girl? Is that why this haven't stopped yet?
Well, my parents always called me the rebellious type. They said no, I did it, so I probably started getting my reputation at a very young age.
What was your worst crash of the year?
Well, I think because I'm an overall skier, I tend to take a few more crashes because I have more areas to train. Last year I took a jump crash that they took me to the emergency room and they told me I broke my neck. So, I mean, that's a little scary.
I would say that's a bad crash.
But as far as injuries go, I've been lucky. The stitches are probably the worst thing I've ever had to deal with.
So are you the girl that walks in with your file and say, "Hi, Doc, I'm back"?
Yes, they know me on first name basis.
You walk in there, "Hey,
Sure.
Lori, what's up?"
Definitely.
When we come back, we'll see if Tour leaders Malibu can catch Overton for the top spot. We'll take a visit to the All-Star Cafe for a special presentation and also do a little girl talk with Jane Gay. Curves on Fox Sports Net is brought to you by Mastercraft, the leader and pulling farther ahead. By Malibu, breaking new ground, making new rules. And Nautique by Correctcraft since 1925. Well, when in New York City, Times Square is a must, and the place to be seen is the All-Star Cafe. Wow on Tour accepted a special invitation for the tour finale party and a lot of fun.
Oh, Simon, it was a great party. We gave everyone a chance to meet the women of water sports. We also got to put on permanent display a lot of the ski items from some of our world champions.
It was very cool because the whole presentation was also broadcast throughout all of the All-Star Cafes across the world. We had a special presentation and thank the two girls that helped put the WOW on tour together, Sherry Sloan and Jennifer Leachman.
A big, big thanks to All-Star Cafe.
Well, now we have a chance to catch up with our tricks winner, Jane Gay.
I chose tricks because I grew up on a lake back in Minnesota, and my neighbor got me into the sport, and he was a trick skier. That's all he did. I did dance, I did soccer, I did horseback riding. It probably helped me a little bit with coordination and things like that. I think since I married Russell a couple of years ago, it's really improved my skiing a lot, but I think I'd still be in the sport even if I hadn't married him. Well, I taught kindergarten and first grade. I'm now working at Masterline and am tutoring some of the children I used to teach. Yes, all skiers are a bunch of big kids.
Well, the sun's setting on the Empire State, and after running the World Cup event earlier in the day, the WOW event is turning into a twilight scenario, and we have some sunset slalom back on tour. First out for Team Mastercraft, Michelle Simpson. This is Michelle's third pass, seen here at 32 off, getting a long way down north, in a lot of trouble here, and spinning out with 2.5 at 32. So Mastercraft in a little trouble there. Well, next out was for Team Malibu's Jill Knudsen. Now, the previous two events for this, Jill's had a rough time on the slalom ski. She's got an ankle injury, and she came good here, seen at 35 off. She already got a couple of passes under her belt, just got around ball 3, and has to quickly get back into the wakes, which she did, and likes it. So 3 at 35 for Team Malibu. That brings on four-time world champion Helena Shaylander. Didn't have such a great event in the World Cup, so she was looking to avenge that performance. And she is seen here at 35 on. Same pass as just saw Jill on, and in much more control. Very strong through the weights, you can see, really getting down to it here at the end. Long way down at 5, about 1 ball to go, and gets through 35. So she did a great job, and liked that one too. So she's having a great time now, coming in at 38 off. Now Nortiques are in second. She wants to put a big score on the board because Susie Graham of Overton is coming out behind her. Really goes for it. Just gets around ball 3 and back to the middle. So an excellent score, 3 at 38. She's now got the pressure on Team Overton. So here she is, Susie Graham. Now this also is 35. The same pass we saw Helena run. Look at the form here. Very strong through the weights. Very smooth. Little bobble there. But she's got a new ski this year. And it's really looking much, much better. Now the scenario is with Helena running 3 at 38. Coming into the event, Overton's were ahead, so she can tie Helena. Overton's will remain in the lead. Let's have a look now. Coming in at 38. This is where the pressure's on. Oh, looks a bit dodgy out of 1 ball. The whip's off 2, and she's got the third ball. Yes, just around 3. And inside 4, but it's tied Nortiques, so Overton's remain in the lead. For wildcard time, and those who have not spent their wildcard must use it, and the sun is setting now as Karen Trulove comes out for Team Mastercraft, trying to better the score of Michelle Simpson. At 38 off there, around ball 1, so she does exactly that. And for Team Malibu, Laurie Krug comes out, as you can see, a beautiful picture here, twilight slalom. This is 35 off, and Jill Knudsen got 3, and Laurie gets the same, so no difference there. So Susie Graham and Helena Shaylander tied for the lead, splitting the points, and Overton's winning their first event for 1998. Well, some serious WOW style there, and what a tremendous tour finale that was, with Overton's finally coming through with a win.
But Malibu did win the tour title.
That was from some consistent skiing. Don't forget, still one Curves episode to go with all the highlights and some serious bloopers, and I can assure you there was plenty of those. So be sure to check that episode next time and look for more of your favourite Curves. for 1998, Team Malibu. Well, it's been plenty of high-flying action, thrills and spills, action aplenty for the women of water sports, and be sure to look out next year for WOW on Tour coming to a city near you.